The Day of the Dead is a time of celebration and remembrance of loved ones who have passed away. But is the Day of the Dead the same as Halloween? Why it is celebrated and when it was started? Watch this video till the end to find out. Before going into this video, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you won't miss any of my new videos. I've already uploaded many historical and mythological videos. If you're interested, go check them out. Now let's get into this video. The Day of the Dead is a holiday celebrated from the 31st of October through 2nd of November. It is inclusive and can be celebrated till the 6th of November depending on the locality. It largely originated in Mexico, where it is mostly observed, but also in other places, especially by people of Mexican heritage. The ancient indigenous people of Mexico have practiced rituals celebrating the lives of past ancestors for around 3,000 years. The celebration that is now known as Day of the Dead originally landed on the 9th month of the Aztec calendar and was observed for the entire month. The Day of the Dead is called Dia de Muertos or Dia de los Muertos in Spanish. It is associated with the Western Christian All-Hallowtide observances of All Hallows Eve, All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day, but the Day of the Dead has a much less solemn tone and is portrayed as a holiday of joyful celebration rather than mourning. It is a multi-day holiday and involves gathering of family and friends to pay respects and to remember friends and family members who have died. These celebrations can take a humorous tone, as celebrants remember funny events and anecdotes about the departed. People create home altars to remember the dead and prepare traditional dishes for the Day of the Dead. It is celebrated annually. Traditions connected with the holiday include honoring the deceased using calaveras and Aztec marigold flowers known as cempasúchil, building home altars called ofrendas with the favorite foods and beverages of the departed, and visiting graves with these items as gifts for the deceased. Unlike the United States where graveyards are privately owned and maintained, graveyards in Mexico are often publicly owned or managed by local churches. It is up to the families of the deceased and other community members to maintain the graves. The celebration is not solely focused on the dead, as it is also common to give gifts to friends such as candy sugar skulls, to share traditional pan de muerto with family and friends, and to write light-hearted and often irreverent verses in the form of mock epitaphs dedicated to living friends and acquaintances. In the past, participants and dancers used caretes, or masks, to scare the dead away at the end of the festivities. But in modern-day celebrations, people paint the faces to look like skulls, decorating it to represent a deceased loved one or an expression of themselves. La Catrina is one of the most recognizable figures of Day of the Dead, a towering female skeleton with vibrant makeup and a flamboyant feathery hat. The Lady of Death worship by the Aztecs protected the departed loved ones, guiding them through their final stages of the life and death cycles. Day of the Dead is a holiday to remember loved ones by sharing a meal with them as one would when they were alive. Day of the Dead is not the Mexican Halloween, like it is sometimes mistaken to be because of the timing of the year. The two holidays originated with similar afterlife beliefs but are very different in modern day. Halloween began as a Celtic festival where people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts but has recently turned into a tradition of costume wearing and trick-or-treating. Decorating your house with spiders and bats and wearing scary costumes is not done in most parts of Mexico. Many of us see death as a sad event, but those who celebrate Day of the Dead view death as a welcomed part of life. Believe it or not, Mexicans are not the only ones to celebrate Day of the Dead. The act of honoring the dead is widely celebrated all over the world. Day of the Dead is a rare holiday for celebrating death and life. It is unlike any holiday where mourning is exchanged for celebration. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you like this video, tap the thumbs up icon, share to your friends and family, comment and subscribe to this channel. Also watch my other videos and check out my playlists. I will see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.